Hello everyone, welcome back to AeroHub and welcome to the series of lectures on airframe structures. In the last lecture we discussed how to estimate the shear flow distribution for an idealized C-section, and in today's lecture we will see one more method to calculate the shear flow distribution for a thin walled idealized section. Okay, we will discuss about how to estimate the shear flow for open section. We can see in this figure we have a thin walled idealized open section which is having number of booms, and the boom areas will carry the direct stress or bending stress, and the skin will carry the shear load. You can see this equation number 1, Qs is equal to minus of Sy Ixy minus Sx Ixx divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into integral 0 to S Tx ds minus Sx Ixy minus Sy Iyy divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into integral 0 to S Ty ds. This is the equation we used to find out the shear flow distribution for an unidealized open section beams. Okay, this equation we used to find out the value of shear flow for the section which is not idealized. Okay, now we will just make some changes in this equation. Then we will use that equation to find out the shear flow for idealized open section beams. You can see we will consider a boom here. This is known as the rth boom, having a coordinate x r, y r. We have a coordinate system here, z axis towards outside, and the section is having an element length of delta z, and the section is subjected to shear load Sy and Sx along y and x direction, and this shear load in x and y direction will be applied on the shear center of the section. That is, we will be having a resultant of this shear load along x and y direction, and this resultant will be applied at the shear center because there won't be any twisting of the particular beam when we are applying on the shear center. Okay, now we consider this beam, this rth boom, and this is the boom here, and you can see the length of this boom will be delta z, and this is the shear flow distribution at the nearest skin of the boom. Okay, this one and 2 indicate the shear flow distribution of skin nearby the boom. Okay, and the boom will be carrying direct stress, the sigma z, so at this region it will be sigma z plus dou sigma z by dou z into delta z. So there will be change in the bending stress here, and this side of the boom, that is the longitudinal side of the boom, will be subjected to the shear flow of the skin, that is Q1 on this side and Q2 on the other side. So I will take towards outside as positive, that is here this value will be positive and this value will be negative. Similarly, Q2 will be positive and Q1 will be negative. Okay, and we will go for the force equilibrium, that is summation of force should be equal to 0. That is, we have to understand that this is the direct stress when multiplied by the boom area. The boom area of this rth boom is Br. So when you multiply the direct stress with the boom area, we will get the corresponding force. So that will be sigma z plus dou sigma z by dou z into delta z into the boom area minus, I will take for the other side, that is sigma z into Br plus we will go for the shear flow. Shear flow into the distance gives the shear force. We are considering the force equilibrium. So the shear flow on this side is Q2. Q2 in the Q2 multiplied by the length of the boom will gives the shear force. So Q2 into delta z will give the shear force minus, we have direct stress here, that's why you are multiplying by the area of the boom. We are multiplying the length of the boom to get the shear force. So Q2 into delta z gives the shear force. Similarly, in this direction, Q1, that is negative Q1 into delta z should be equal to the shear force, and this summation should be equal to 0. Okay. Now, when you simplify this equation, we will get, I can cancel out sigma z into BR. So I'll be getting Q2 minus Q1 will be equal to negative of dou sigma z by dou z into BR. Okay, this is the equation we are getting after solving the above equation. So this equation will be equation number 2. That is Q2 minus Q1 is nothing but the change in shear flow. Okay, so whenever we have a boom area, there will be certain change in the shear flow, and the change in shear flow will be equal to the negative of the change in bending stress. Okay, which is multiplied by the boom area. Now we are aware about the equation sigma z is equal to, from the previous unit we have sigma z is equal to Ixy square minus Ixx into Iyy into x mx Ixy minus my Ixx plus again Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into y my Ixy minus mx Iyy. Okay, now we have to find out dou sigma z by dou z. Okay, so we are finding out the rate of change of bending stress. So bending stress can be changed only when you have a change in the moment. Okay, so I will write dou mx by dou z into Ixy minus dou my by dou z into Ixx divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into x plus dou my by dou z Ixy dou mx by dou z into Iyy divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into y. So dou mx by dou z, that is rate of change of bending moment along x axis, is nothing but the shear force along y axis. So that will be Sy into Ixy. Dou my by dou z is nothing but the shear force along x direction. So that is Sx into Ixx divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into x plus dou my by dou z, that is Sx Ixy minus Sy Iyy divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into y. Okay, from equation number 2, that is Q2 minus Q1 is equal to negative of dou sigma z by dou z into BR. So Q2 minus Q1 is equal to negative of, this is dou sigma z by dou z. So I'll write negative of Sy Ixy minus Sx Ixx divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into BRX. So it will be, I'll write BR into XR, that is for earth boom, minus, we have negative here, that is in the minus Sx Ixy minus Sy Iyy divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into BR YR. Okay, this I will put as equation number 3. Therefore, equation number 3 denotes that whenever we have a boom in the section, the shear flow will be incremented by this much amount. Okay, so Q2 minus Q1 is nothing but the change in shear flow. So the shear flow will be incremented by this amount, that is this value, that is Sy into Ixy. We can denote it as K1 or K2. Okay, K1 minus of K1, BR XR, where BR is the boom area and XR is the coordinate of the boom in x direction, and BR is nothing but the boom area of the rth boom. YR is the coordinate of Y along the coordinate along Y direction for the rth boom. Okay, so this equation 3 denotes that whenever we have a encounter of boom, there will be increment in the shear flow at this rate. Okay, this rate. This is the conclusion from this equation number 3. Okay, now this is only for a certain boom BR, that is the rth boom. So we are considering only a single boom here. Okay, now when we have number of booms here, what will happen? Okay, this equation will be having a slight modification, and we have to also include the shear flow equation for the open section. That is, this equation denotes that, this equation number 1 denotes that when the thickness is considered, when the skin can carry the direct stress. Okay, the value of thickness is equal to same T when the skin is able to carry the direct stress or bending stress. When the thickness is equal to 0, this indicates that we have a section which is idealized. Okay, we have a section which is idealized and the skin cannot carry the bending stress or direct stress. When the thickness is 0, this entire term will become 0 here. That means we have a section which is idealized and the skin cannot carry the direct or bending stress. Okay, now for general, we will include the combination of equation number 1 and equation number 3. Okay, for general shear flow calculation for a new open section, we will include equation number 1 and equation number 2. The general equation is given by Qs is equal to minus of Sy Ixy minus Sx Ixs divided by Ixy square minus Ixx Iyy into, we will include the first part, integral 0 to s ts x ds, plus we will include equation number 3. This is for equation number 1, this part, summation r is equal to 1 to n. Okay, we are considering for a section which is having number of booms, br into xr. Okay, this is the first part of the equation, minus again sx ixy minus sy iyy divided by ixy square minus ixx iyy into integral 0 to s ty ds, plus we have to include the boom area section, that is summation r is equal to 1 to n br yr. Okay, this is the equation for a thin walled open section. It's a general equation and this can be applicable for both section which is not idealized and section which is unidealized. For example, if we have a section where we have boom area and we have a section like C section. When we have a C section, we can say the load is applied in y direction, so there is no Sx will be equal to 0 and Ixy value will be equal to 0 and it is completely idealized. That means the skin can carry the direct stress, the shear flow, and the bending stress is carried by the boom areas 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so for this section, we don't have this sy is there, ixy is 0, sx is 0. So this entire part becomes 0. Okay. Now here we have sx is 0, so sy is here, sy, negative cancel, I'll be getting qs is equal to minus of sy divided by ixx into this value of integral will become 0 because the skin is not carrying any bending stress. Okay, that is thickness is to be 0. Okay, so the final equation become minus sy into br yr integral summation r to 1 r is equal to 1 to n br yr. This will be the equation when you have a section which is symmetric about one axis and the section is completely idealized and we have a load, shear load along the y direction. So that's all about this lecture. We'll discuss how to estimate the shear flow for closed section in the next lecture. Thank you so much.